Okay, main card, Antonio Banuelos against Scott Jorgensen. Rematch of a fight that they had not too long ago. Banuelos won by split decision. It was a very close fight. Banuelos seems to, get the UDs or split decisions, the nods. Something about the way he fights that the judges go, hey, that guy, yeah, he's going to win. But Jorgensen has improved more than Banuelos. I don't see Banuelos getting any better than he already is. Whereas in Jorgensen, I see a huge upside. And he's only had like 7 or 8 fights, and I can see him continuing to get better. I don't know how high his ceiling is as far as how good he is, but his boxing has been getting a ton better. He hits with power now, and his submission game has increased, likes the guillotine. I'm going to go with Jorgensen to finish this one. Banuelos, he's been starched before. He got KO'd a couple times in the WEC, once by Eddie Wineland, once by, don't remember. And he doesn't lose decisions, so he either gets finished generally or wins a decision and finishes somebody or finishes somebody else. So I'm going to go with Scott Jorgensen by guillotine. Middle to late second round. Anthony Njokuani against Shane Roller. This is a tough fight to call. Njokuani had problems with Ben Henderson in their fight in the WEC, but the problem with that is you can't really compare Shane Roller's wrestling, which is, more upper body. I mean, he'll double leg you, but it's not more... The Henderson is more like, come at you as fast as I can, take you down, and just stay on you, just stay relentless. And that's exactly the Njokuani fight. He was just relentless on Njokuani, and Njokuani did a good job off his back. And that's a place you need to put him, because Roller is not... He's a good boxer, decent boxer. He's not going to be able to strike with Njokuani at all. He's going to get head kicked and knocked out. Roller does have decent boxing, though, and I think people give him enough credit for that. So it's a tough one to call. I think right now is the time to face Njokuani, because his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu isn't up to par with his striking, and I think Roller could take advantage of that. And he needs to bring the pressure and not just stay outside and try to strike with him. He needs to bring the pressure, push him against the cage, and try to rough him up, and then maybe, sink in a guillotine, and he has a fantastic guillotine. I can't do it, though. I can't. Njokuani, Shane Rollers, I don't think is the type of wrestler that Ben Henderson is. So I'm going to go with Njokuani by late first round TKO. I think he'll catch Roller trying to strike with him and hit him and TKO him. Roller is hittable. He's been TKO'd before a couple times, and Njokuani's another guy that can do it. So I'm going to pick Njokuani. Up until I started talking about this, I was going to pick Roller, so I could see how he would win too. Mike Brown against Manny Gamburyan. Really don't see how Gamburyan can win this fight. I think he can win by maybe ankle lock, maybe like a Achilles lock or a heel hook or something like that. But Brown has way more power in his hands. He's the better striker. He's going to have the better reach. And Brown has been caught in submissions before, but that's earlier on in his career, and and he got caught in a heel hook by Imanari, but he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu now. He trains at American Top Team. I don't see him getting caught. I think Brown wins a UD or by TKO, and that's what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Mike Brown by second round TKO. Ben Henderson against Donald Cerrone. Rematch of candidate for Fight of the Year last year. A fight that Donald Cerrone clearly won and lost somehow. Because judges are like, okay, well, Henderson took him down. Okay, fair enough. He took him down. And Henderson, did you see how he escaped death right there? How he just completely escaped death. That is awesome. Give that man points. Give that man points for not dying right there. That's okay. That's how we're gonna score fights. Okay. Donald Cerrone, the man has no wrestling at all. He trains, and EBW Returns had an awesome rant about how he trains at Jackson's with wrestlers like GSP and Rashad Evans and Mark Ward and all these guys, but he just lacks the biggest fundamental that you can have in MMA, which is, and it's mostly probably because he just gives up on takedowns most of the time, because he thinks can catch somebody off his back, which he can, but you got to realize that's not how you win fights if you get taken down, because if you don't sub them, sub attempts don't count anywhere near a takedown, even if they don't do anything with the takedown, which Henderson did not in their first fight. Here's how I look at it. Neither of them have made that drastic of an improvement. In a 5-round fight, there's more chances for Cerrone to catch Henderson with a kick, punch, or a submission, and that's what I'm going to go with again. I picked Cerrone the first time. He won the first time. I didn't get the points for it because clearly people are stupid. So I'm going to pick Cerrone by 3rd round submission. Darce choke. Or an anaconda, something like that. Jose Aldo against Urijah Faber. This fight, both guys are extremely quick. Good. As far as endurance, you don't know. Aldo's got the advantage in power with his knees and his kicks. The thing that I think Faber can use to win this fight is that Aldo is not very good with his hands. He's okay, but he makes up for it by controlling the range by using the threat of his knees and his kicks, which are quick and vicious. You make one mistake, it's like with a BJJ black belt on the ground. You make one tiny mistake and you're subbed. You make one tiny mistake, knee right to the cassava. This fight, I think Urijah needs to use his jab, use his good head movement, get in and out, try to drag this into the later rounds, because one thing we don't know how good Aldo's cardio is. He's explosive and quick, and a lot of those guys that are that explosive, you look at King Mo, explosive, first gassed in the first round because he was using all his energy to go for every single move. And so Urijah, I think, needs to use his jab, use 1-2, control the distance, and go for the takedown. Once it gets into the later rounds, 3rd, 4th round, start going for takedowns more, press the action, and take him down and try to sub him. And that's something that Faber can do. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. That would be a great... That's what I want to see, because I want to see how deep Aldo can go into a fight. But I think Aldo is going to... Or Faber is going to make a mistake, try to stand with him for too long. He's going to eat leg kicks, and either take... And Aldo's got good takedown defense. That's why I say, take him down in the later rounds, because Mike Brown couldn't even take him down at all. And then he got swept or reversed in a position and ended up, back-mounted, eating fists. So I think Aldo is going to hit him with a knee, maybe in the clinch, put him down, get an advantageous position, and pound on him until the ref stops it. I'm going to go end of the 2nd, beginning of the 3rd round, TKO for Jose Aldo. Those are my picks. It should be an awesome, awesome card. Thank you for putting it on. I don't know if I'm going to pay for it because, it should be a fantastic event. But I'm careful with MMA, especially right now, with saying it should be awesome, because you never know. You never know. It could just be utter crap. Utter crap. There's a good chance this won't be, though. So buy it. Stay metal. Later.